Hello and welcome to the Game Vault. I'm Toby.
And I'm Nicole, and you're watching our first This Week in Review show.
It's been a busy week for both of us. Exactly a week ago today, we launched our channel. And since then, it's been a whirlwind of recording, editing, and uploading.
It's been a dream of ours for a while now to create a YouTube channel so that we can share our gaming successes and, in Toby's case, mishaps with the online community.
So basically, we'd like to thank everyone who supported us in the last week, either by watching and liking our videos, or by even checking us out on Twitter.
So this show is a chance for us to discuss the games we've been playing recently in more depth than what you might see on our Let's Plays.
It's a chance for us to bring up any recent entertainment news that we found particularly interesting as well.
And more excitingly, it's a chance for us to compete for our High of the Week and Low of the Week awards.
So, without further ado, here's what we've been up to. So instead of chatting about Night in the Woods and Dishonored 2, which we've been playing over the last week, I'd quite like to say a few things about the games I've finished most recently too. I think Nicole's probably going to do the same thing in a little bit. So basically there's a few games that I had sitting around that I hadn't played since they came out, and I clocked them this year basically. And the first one was released just at the end of last year, and that's The Last Guardian. For me, I was really excited about this. I hadn't played Shadow of the Colossus or Eco. I hadn't played either of those games, but I'd heard amazing things about them, and I always regretted having missed out on them. So Last Guardian was something that I really was excited about picking up. When I had it, put it on straight away. I got it as a Christmas present, put it on straight away, and started to play it. And Trico, I mean, it's all about Trico. The relationship with the kid with Trico, my own relationship with Trico, they were both really powerful. I mean, he feels real. I had to work him pretty hard to get him to do some of the things that I wanted him to do. And when he eventually did them, it felt amazing. And that is such a unique thing in a game, that relationship that you build up with a character. It feels like a real relationship. However, what didn't feel amazing was the bloody camera. I mean, I can't believe they put a game out like that. It was pretty much broken. Anytime you climbed or turned, or the game wanted you to look at something that you weren't already looking at, it just went in a direction of its own. And it's like, no, I own you, camera. If I wanted a camera to show me what I didn't want to see, I'd be watching the X Factor. This game could have been great. And I know it might sound short-sighted to slate a game based on one small aspect, but anyone who actually played the game will understand my frustration. It very much could have been pushing a 5-star game, a 9 out of 10, but I couldn't, in all good conscience, give it any higher than a 6. It was a 3-star game in the end, and as soon as I finished it, I traded it in. The next game that I played after The Last Guardian, I started it a while ago, was Uncharted 4. Now, I loved the first 2 Uncharted games. Loved them. Especially the first one. So the first one was one of the first games I got on the PS3. I actually can't remember what my launch game was I got with my PS3. I think it's probably Pro Evolution Soccer or something like that. But the first game I picked up was the first Uncharted. And I played it again and again and again. Its gunplay, its puzzles, the dialogue, the aesthetic, it was all perfect. And the second one merely improved on the first one. The third one was great too. Not quite as impactful, but still damn good. And then The Last of Us happened. And oh my god. So, Uncharted 4. Now, I think if I'd watched the Let's Play of this game, I would have loved it. And I did love aspects of it. It was the strongest Uncharted story by far. Nate's brother returning had impact, and I wanted them to find that damn treasure. For Sam, and for closure. Superb. However, the bloody gunfights, I mean, they were so ridiculously over the top. And I know, this is a guy who died from cliff to cliff, and hangs off mountains by his fingertips. But it was just so unrealistic. Army after army of soldiers, it was relentless. And it spoilt it for me. The first 2 were at the cutting edge of games when they came out. They were setting the curve rather than following it. This one looked beautiful, and the story and the characters were better than ever. But for me, it was one step too far. I won't be playing the spin-off with Chloe. But when it comes to The Last of Us 2, I'm still pretty damn excited. And then finally, it was South Park Stick of Truth. And I don't know why it took me so long to get this game. I love South Park, and I have done since I was 11. It came out when I was 11. And it was made by Obsidian, who I love. Absolutely love Obsidian. And it was also a turn-based RPG, which is my favourite kind of game. So yes, please. And when I did get around to it, it really just didn't disappoint. Because Butters. But for so other many reasons as well. Like, I'm so excited about the Fractured But Whole, and we'll hopefully be doing a Let's Play of it when it does eventually release. But I love this game. Solid 4-star game. If you love South Park, you will love this game.
Recently, I've also managed to finish a few games. One that I finally completed was Child of Light. This game is a visually stunning game centred around a young princess, Aurora, who's on a quest to return to her kingdom and save her father. I've been meaning to play this game for quite a while, and I'm really glad I finally did, because I absolutely loved it. The art style was beautiful, and the turn-based fighting system was a welcome change from the fast-paced action of other games. The story itself was charming, and I found myself falling in love both with Aurora and with the various characters and companions she meets during the game. Also, they talk in rhyme, so what's not to love?
Another game that I've been playing this week, or at least since its launch on Thursday, is The Elder Scrolls Legends, a strategic collectible card game very much in the style of Blizzard's Hearthstone. Now, I've always been a big fan of card games, from Poker to Blackjack, and from the card game of Final Fantasy VIII with the amazing music to Gwent in The Witcher 3. In fact, I kind of lost interest in The Witcher after I'd won the Gwent tournament. The story mode involves you escaping from the clutches of some cultists and gathering a posse in order to save a friend from Daedra worshippers. It's got a real Dungeons & Dragons tabletop RPG vibe to it. You collect cards and you manage your multiple decks whilst fighting off enemies such as frostbite spiders, wolves and bandits, all of whom seem to carry their own deck of cards at all times. Now, as I mentioned, this was only fully released on Thursday on PC, and it isn't out yet for Android or iOS, so I've not really cracked too far into it. But what I have played has been thoroughly enjoyable, and I actually woke up this morning thinking about my deck and how I had too many mid-power cards and I needed to have a better balance. The game is free to play too, so I encourage anyone out there who hasn't given it a go to try it out. It could well become your new obsession. So yeah, I mean, they're the games that I've played before we started the channel, most recently. And obviously I've been playing Dishonored 2, and I've also been playing Night in the Woods, which I've been thoroughly enjoying. But Nicole's been doing the same thing. She's been playing a little bit of Night in the Woods. We haven't recorded those sessions. She's been playing them sort of outside the video. So really, it's just a chance for me to sort of ask you how you feel Night in the Woods has been going. How have you been enjoying playing, you know, away from the camera?
I've actually been really enjoying it. I mean, Night in the Woods is a game that we were both very excited about, and I think my first go playing it really did live up to all the hype that I was hearing about it. I think all the characters are amazing so far, and the story's really intriguing, not really sure what's going on yet, it's a bit of a mystery, and I think just the dialogue is one thing that I'm loving as well about it. And May, she's just fantastic. I love May.
And how about the other game we've been playing then? How about Dishonored 2? Up until this point in this video is going out, I think you've probably played 2 parts of it, I think
so, yeah.
I think 2 parts of it. So, you know, probably, you know, a fifth of the way through, a sixth of the way through. You didn't play the first one.
No.
But you did watch a Let's Play of it. What do you think of the second one? What do you think of Dishonored 2?
Again, I'm really enjoying Dishonored 2. I think one thing that I've noticed a lot from the first one is just the graphics are just beautiful. I think there's a lot of bits where you look over the scenery and every time it's been amazing. I think looking over Konaka was just brilliant.
Yeah, it's that bit when you escape from the room that you've been bound into.
Oh, in Dunwall.
In Dunwall, and you look out over the rooftops and across the sea.
Yeah, you can really see how much it's improved from the first game. But I'm loving it so far. I love that it's a game that encourages you to be stealthy and sneaky rather than being like one of these games where you're just like a fast shooter combat game.
It encourages you to be stealthy, but especially in my way, you don't have to be stealthy to complete the missions.
Not at all. It's quite free in the way that you can do what you want. You can play in a lot of ways and a lot of routes to get to the objective. I think just seeing your playthroughs, I didn't know that a lot of those routes are available. So that's one thing I'm really loving about it.
Okay. Right, so I mean, this is your first experience of an Arcane Studios game. Obviously, they work under Bethesda.
Yeah.
Have you got any opinion on future Arcane Studios games and whether you want to play any of those?
Well, I've seen quite a few Let's Plays of Prey recently.
Yeah, they've been doing the first hour or something like that, I think, haven't they?
Yeah. And that looks really interesting. I think I might have to let you play it and then me watch, because I'm very scared about things that jump out at me. And so far, I think the what do they call the little black spidery things?
I don't know, soot devils.
So far, they look really jumpy. I think that would make me scream quite a lot. I think from my experience playing games like Fallout 4 where things like ghouls jump out at you, I don't handle that well. So, but it looks really, really cool. And it looks like a really good mystery about what's going on.
So it's the sort of game you're looking forward to watching somebody else play, watching me play.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Cool. I think that's Prey's probably something, it's out in May, isn't it? So I would have thought that's probably something we're going to pick up for the channel and do a Let's Play of anyway.
Yeah, I'd really like to do that. Really good.
Cool. Alright, so there's a section now where we sort of discuss what we're going to be doing in the upcoming week, really. And obviously we've got more Dishonored 2 scheduled, same with Night in the Woods. And Mass Effect is still a few weeks away, so none of that.
Yeah.
But anything you can think of that might be coming in the next week? We might be starting new?
So one thing that I'm really looking forward to playing finally is Stardew Valley. I've had a PS4 voucher ready for a while now to play Stardew Valley finally, and I now am in a position where I can spend enough time kind of really getting into it. So I'm really looking forward to starting that hopefully next week, and maybe putting on a few Let's Plays. But I've seen so many trailers for it, and it just got such good reviews as well this year.
It was in loads of people's sort of game of the year at the end of 2016. It came out in 2016.
Yeah.
It was out for PC before it came out on consoles, and it's in a lot of people's best games of the year playlists. That's what drew it to your attention first.
Yeah, I know it's done quite well as well in the nominations for the BAFTA Gaming Awards as well. So I just think, because as somebody who's played a lot of games like Animal Crossing, it just seems like one of those games that just makes you really calm. You can just play for a few hours and just be really relaxed and really happy, and no one's jumping out at you with a gun or trying to kill you or trying to chase you. It's just plant some crops.
Yeah.
It just sounds really nice.
And it's not the sort of game that I would initially go, oh yeah, that's the thing I'd play. But actually, because we've watched so much in it and because you really want to get it, I've been looking at it and I'm like, I think I could really enjoy this. I think I'd find it like quite a cathartic experience, I think.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to convince Nicole to wait until April, because in April they're releasing the sort of hard copy of it. So instead of the digital download, they're releasing like a physical copy of the game, and it's like a collector's edition. Comes with a mini map that's been created by someone on Pinterest a little while ago, and they've actually adopted the mini map and they're releasing it physically as well.
And the guidebook as well.
Yeah, is that the same thing?
No, it's like a big guidebook about the game. It's made by fans.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, it's a guidebook as well then? Not as a map.
Oh, okay. And the soundtrack as well.
Yeah. So I would, but I think I've already waited about a month now to get this game, and I'm feeling a bit antsy about it.
Yeah. Just April's too long away anyway.
Yeah, it is. And also, I've already got the voucher lined up for it, so I don't really want to send that to waste.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to be hopefully buying it maybe tomorrow. We will see. I really want to.
Sounds good. So, I mean, that's the sort of things that we have both played before this channel started, and we've played over the coming week, and we're going to be playing in the upcoming weeks as well. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of what this week in review is going to be. A little chat. Obviously, this is our first one, so it's going to be a bit shorter.
Yeah.
And then next week we'll do a bit more of one, because obviously Mass Effect Andromeda is coming up, and that is definitely going to be one of our Let's Plays.
Definitely. We'll hopefully be releasing Let's Plays very, very soon after the launch in the UK. I think it comes out in the UK on the 23rd.
Yeah.
So hopefully on the 25th we'll have stuff coming up, at least by then.
Yeah, if not the 24th as well.
Yes.
Okay, so that's it for the end of our first This Week in Review. If you like the video, please, let us know by pressing the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, feel free to comment on the video and suggest anything you'd like us to discuss in upcoming reviews. So, yeah.
Also, make sure to follow us on Twitter. We are at the Game Vault UK. And we post lots of stuff about games coming up and trailers and our opinions and lots of stuff on there.
Yeah, so that just brings say thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon.
Yeah, great. Bye.
Bye bye.